Hey everybody, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So we're going to start this one out with Happy Mail. I received this huge box from Terry Ryan, and oh my gosh, guys, I can't even believe it. You should see the stuff in here. So she did send me this really nice note. She is getting out of resin molds and stuff. So she sent me some extras that she had and some that she had used. So I can't wait to see what's in there. She made this tumbler. Look how gorgeous this is. She filled it all in with the rhinestones, the little eyes. So it's an Alice in Wonderland. Do you suppose she's a wildflower? And it says, we're all mad here. This is so adorable. So when it came in, I had this little magnet and it was just stuck on the cup. So I was like, okay, there must have been something on here. And I noticed there's a spot here, which she had UV'd it or glued it, and it came off. So I'm assuming there must be something like in the bottom that goes on that. So we'll set this aside, and I'm sure if it's in there, we will find it. That is gorgeous, Terry. Thank you so much. I will definitely be using that. And then she sent me one of the brush holders, the makeup brush holder. And I already have one, but it's always good to have a second one. So I'm like, oh my gosh. All right, let's get into it here. And then this is a butterfly wind chime. A dragonfly wind chime set. Excuse me, dragonfly. So I am going to take a peek. Because this part of the mold looks, wow, look at the detail in that. That is phenomenal, guys. So yeah, this one is going to get done, but it's definitely going to take some time. Because there is a lot of intricacy in there. Let's see. And then this is just the plain part. And then you have your dragonflies. And hopefully it won't be so complicated as the other one. So we could do these in different colors with UV resin and then pour like a clear coat over them. So yeah, we will definitely be making this, guys. And hopefully I can remember how I did my other one and put it together. And then she sent me, she had one of the big bowls, and I have one of these and I love it. This works with resin or mixed to mold. So I am so, so appreciative. And then let's see, what is this? Looks like some coasters. Oh, and they're like the water ripple coasters. So there's 2 of these and then 2 of these ones. And it has a stand to go with it. So awesome. And I was actually just thinking about making another coaster set. So these will come in handy. And there's still more. And then this is a keychain that she made. And it's like a clock. She put on like a clock on the back. And she decked it all out with rhinestones and put a little key charm. That is so cute. And then this little teeny cup. I've seen these molds, but I had no clue that they were like this cute. That would make like a cute little teacup set for a little, you know, for a kid's play. And she did it with the Alice in Wonderland theme. So cute. Thank you so much. And, oh, some dolphin. I did not have any dolphin ones. So this is going to come in handy. Definitely, definitely. And then this is like a little plate. And it says a half a cup. So I'm thinking that must be the measurements that this takes. So yeah, that would be really cute. It's like a little plate. I'm wondering if, yeah, it'd be a little too big for that cup. So cute. I got a bunch of ideas for that. And then this is like small clocks. Oh, and that's a really rugged mold. So this one has the numbers all in it. And so this one's the Roman numerals, and that's the regular. So there's two faces. And it's the numbers. I did not have the numbers when I made my last clock, because that would have came in really handy, because then I could have made them exactly the way I wanted them. So you get the regular numbers, the big and the small, and then the Roman numerals. And look at this. Isn't this cute? Dollar signs. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So yeah, we will definitely be making another clock. And I think I have one of my clock hands, I think, are really short. So it would go good with this mold. Because the clock that I had made was too big for those hands. I am just reaching in here. Holy smokes. What is in here? All right, so these have like little holders. So I'm assuming they could be like large keychains, or you could, where they are the faceted, you could make them like sun catchers. Oh, there's two more. There's like an oval and a round. Those are so cute. And it's funny because she sent me these, and I was just telling my husband that I'm going to go through some of my stuff, and I'm going to put rhinestones and different gems on it, and then I'm going to cast it in silicone to see if I could get that faceted look, because I just don't have the money to buy the resin ones right now. So I was like, I'll just try to make my own. Oh, look at these. These are so cute. I mean, I suppose they could be a pendant, but they're kind of big. And then, oh, look at this one. So yeah, we will definitely be having fun with those. And I believe I have, oh, let's see. I do have some of these. The set that I have, I think, had 4 in them. But these are a little bit different, I think. Look at these little dinosaurs. I was going to say dragons. They're little dinosaurs. So these are going to be so fun to make. And they're all a little bit different. Yeah, they are. They're all a little bit different. So thank you so much. These are amazing. We ain't done yet, guys. There's still more in this box. I mean, this is the size of the box that I got. It doesn't even fit under my camera. It's huge. All right, I'm kind of running out of space to put them here. I'm kind of piling them up on one side. All right. And we got this tray mold, which these are really cool. I believe this one is a little bit smaller than the one that I have. I think I have the large one like that. I'm not sure if it's the same design, but we will definitely be making a tray. Oh, I did not have this. These are, in fact, I've been wanting to make something like similar to these because you can put the, like fishing twine and make like hanging crystals. And you can hang that from your mirror. And these look really, really shiny inside. I'm not even going to open it because I don't want to get anything in it until we get ready to pour these. But this would also be a good mold for like some extras. So we're definitely going to be using that. And here is the straw for my tumbler. And all right, we're getting down to the bottom, guys, getting close. I have been eyeing these for a while. They're like dog tag keychain things is what they are, but they have sayings on them. And I've been wanting to get them, and I just, keep putting it off. You're the mom everyone wishes they had. Mom, I'll always be your little boy. You'll always be my world. So yeah, they're all like different sayings. And this is another one. And these are a little bit bigger. Look at this one with Batman. To the world, you may just be a dad. To us, you are the superhero. So there's this girl. She stole my heart. She calls me dad. So this is like all dad sayings, which I had no dad stuff. Happy Father's Day. A man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a dad. Thank you for loving me as your own. Oh my gosh, guys, these are going to be so much fun to do. And I think these will, be a good seller at a craft fair. All right. I didn't have this. This is the clam trinket box. And I did not have this. I have one. It's just like the clam, but it wasn't a box with a cover. So this is going to be so much fun. So yeah, you'd pour it this way, and that would be the, the cover to it. So I have a few ideas for this, because we could actually do this as a beach theme. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I do have this, but I love it, and I will definitely be using it. This is the turtle with the frog on its back. And yeah, this is so stinking cute. So we will definitely, that will come in handy because I have one. Now I can do two. And let's see, what is this? Oh, this is oh, this is one of the Live Edge Druzy coaster molds. And that's a big, that takes my whole hand, guys. That's a big coaster. You could put a bowl of soup on that coaster. So it was funny because I was just thinking about, you know, trying to make stuff to get that look. And I got a surprise in the mail with all of it. So, Terry, you must have been reading my mind. Thank you so much. And, okay, so. And I'm thinking this was maybe the rose that was on this cup. Like that is what I'm thinking is how she had that. So if that's how you had that, Terry, let me know, and I can easily reattach it if that's how you had that. So thank you so much. Okay, and that is it. I am going to keep her note because I keep all my Happy Mail notes and letters. So I will put that with my other one. And I got these. They're mysteries. They are mysteries, guys. So I think what I'm going to do is, and I'm not even going to try and guess. It almost looks like bells for the eyes, but I don't know if that's the eyes or paws. Oh, it might be like a cat or something. I'm not sure. And then there's this one. I have no clue. So maybe what I'll do is fill them with water. If I have room in my freezer, freeze them, and then take them out so that I can see what they look like. And then there's this one. I think these two, no, they're not. I thought they were the same, but they're not because this has that thing here and this one doesn't. So yeah, I have no clue. I know they got eyes or something in them. And there's like little feet, but I don't know what they are. The mold's too thick that you can't really see through. And then there's this one, and I don't know what this one is either. So these will be mystery molds. So, yeah. So let me get this put away. Thank you so much, Terry. I so appreciate it. You don't even know. This made my day. So now I'm going to pivot from what I was going to do. And, well, maybe all right, let me figure out what I'm going to do. And I'll get this cleaned up, and then I will be back, guys. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I have got 12 ounces of resin mixed up. I'm going to do something, just something fairly simple because the video is already somewhat long. I'm thinking this is probably going to take 6 ounces. So I did clean these all up. And I am going to, we're going to use chunky glitter in this. All right, so let me just scrape this down here. I'm going to just get as much off of this as I can. And then I'm just going to let it drain. And this is just a cup I've been reusing. And I had forgot to wipe out the black, so it is just clear resin. All right, so I've got that scraped. And I'm just going to let it drip in the silicone container. I do put some popsicle sticks in on the side to let it stand up a little bit so that it doesn't touch the bottom. Why is my ring hurting my hand? I don't know. All right, so let's get some different cups poured here. Oh, first I do want to make sure I got my sides and the bottom. All right, so we're gonna go to 6 ounces with this one, because I think that's what that takes. And oh, I'm gonna put 2 ounces in here. And oh, tripping everywhere, guys. And I guess I'll just put the rest in this cup. So because I'm not going to be coloring anything, that's why I ended up pouring as much as I did. If I would have been coloring it, I would have colored them first, color the mold, that is, before I would have, you know, done this. But because I'm pouring, and I don't know how much I did, so we're going to do the clamshell box. That's for sure. That's what my main thing is. And then I did want to do the dolphins because I think these would be really cute, like on a box. And I cleaned these out. So if we have any extra, we can pour a couple of these. And I did clean these up. I don't know what they are, but I'm hoping we have some left so we can pour at least a few of these. So I'm going to put this over here for that. I'm going to put this over here for the dolphin. And there's this champagne gold, purple opal, the pink opal, the blue opal, and this is just magic chunky glitter, and the sky blue. So I think we're going to use this. I'll see how it looks when we get it mixed up, and if I think I want to put another color in, then we can always add another color. So this is like a Happy Mail video. This is Happy Mail. These are Happy Mail. These are Happy Mail. Makes me a happy camper. All right. So I don't know. This might even take 8. I'm not sure. So, and these are the Let's Resin just chunky glitter, the regular chunky glitter. So we're going to, before I use this stick, I think I'm going to grab a popsicle stick because this glitter sucks trying to get it off your tools. So I figured where the video was already so long because of the unboxing that I would do it this way. And then we definitely will be doing this again. And we will kind of be making it into a beach theme. But look how pretty that is. Now, I am not one that usually likes chunky glitter. But guys, I really am liking this. And I am going to put some glue in it because I don't want all the chunkiness to fall just to the front. So we are going to do the glue trick as soon as I can find my clear glue. It's right here. So usually it's 1 drop per ounce. So I have 6 ounces. So we'll do 4 drops and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Whoop. All right, so, and that way I'll know like how much this takes. All right, so I do wanna spray this and get some down in here. All right, so we'll pour some, we'll get it down into the sides, and then I'll do a squishy squishy. All right, I'm gonna let that flow down. So I didn't bother to run it through the debubbler because with the glitter in here, I really don't think that we will see the bubbles anyhow. And this is the Bond Craftor 1-to-1 resin, which degasses really, really good. The only thing we will have to make sure is when this lip right up in here, we could get some bubbles, and we might get some micro bubbles in there just because, you know, they won't have any way to escape. Let's spray that again. And I'm trying to do better keeping my molds on the outside clean, but it's really not working. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna need more resin for the cover. All right, so we are at, so this takes 4 ounces. And, all right, so now that is domed. So it takes 4.5 ounces for the bottom. So I am pretty confident that I don't see any like big bubbles, which is a good thing. Oh, maybe one right here. No, I guess that's glitter. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take, we're gonna take this 2 ounces and then put it in here. So that will bring us back to 4 ounces on here. And if it doesn't take all 4, we have extras out that we can definitely use. All right, so I'm gonna put some more of this. And I will add some more glue. we're going to put 2 more drops. Okay. Looks good. Let's give this a spritz. A glitter or something on this outside edge. It's stuck there, but I don't want it to go in. And this one shouldn't, the only place we could get bubbles would be up underneath this lip. Oh my gosh, guys, we're gonna need more. We're gonna need more. All right, we're gonna mix this other 2 up. Oh my word. This was a little deceiving. All right. Yeah, might as well just put the rest of it in there. That takes care of that bottle. Oh. Well, I am going to end up having to mix up a couple more ounces because I do want to pour some of the extras. I need 2 more. I forgot this didn't have any glue in it. Like the other one already had some glue, but okay, there we go. So if it takes all this, we know it took 12 ounces. I'm gonna stop there. Now I could see the resin going around the top, and I have no bubbles. So yeah, I guess if you have this mold, just mix up 12 ounces because that's what it's gonna take. Because it's not even domed yet. There we go. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Exactly 12 ounces, guys, for the 2 pieces. Okay. So let me try to slide this back. And I'm not seeing any bubbles underneath. I can see them popping. Like I said, we'll probably get some micro bubbles underneath, but I don't think, you know, we're going to see it in the piece at all. So I'll let that alcohol dissipate. I will make up, so I'm thinking, I'll make up 6 ounces more, and we'll see how far it gets us. Since I don't know what these are, I'm almost tempted to pour them clear. But I did want to make a few of these because I wanted to see how the wording comes out. So yeah, I will get 6 more ounces of resin mixed up, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys, so I got 6 ounces mixed up. Just got done mixing it. I'm just wiping off my paddle here. And there is a few stray glitters in there. You know how glitter is. They They just jump wherever they want to jump. So I think what I'm going to do for the dolphins is, I really like the way these Chameleon flakes look. So I am going to take a cup and I'm going to put, I'm thinking 1.5 ounces maybe. Let's see, it's 6. So that's, and that's probably too much. All right, we'll do, that's 4.5. 1.5 ounces, I think, is going to be more than enough. So I am going to take, let's see. Let's do the violet blue for the dolphins. Oh, okay, and that is one that I did use before. So I'm just, we're just going to pour some in there, and that should be enough. I mean, just look how pretty that is. It's just so. Now, I don't know if it's how it's going to look in a matte mold. So we're about to find out. And that way, even though I have a few little rogue glitters in there, it'll all blend in. And because these aren't very deep, I'm not going to worry about putting the glue in there. So we're just going to get this poured. Oh gosh, yeah, I did way too much. You know, it's like, how can I get so good, perfect on that, and then way off on this one. So that one's got a lot of bubbles coming up. So we give that a little spritz again. Fill his little tail. All right, so that looks pretty domed. Let's get this little bugger. All right, so that looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna let that degas. So I'm gonna set this aside for a minute. Like I said, I have no clue what these are. Let's see. There might be enough of that glitter to do this one. So I'll keep this one over here for right now, next to that one. And we got to pick some colors. I don't know. Let's grab, let me see. That's 1 ounce. So let's grab, I'm just going to grab some different color alcohol inks. All right, so these are what I just reached in and grabbed. So we've got an azure blue, a brown, an indigo, dark indigo, magenta, which is almost gone, and cerulean. So like I said, I have no clue what these are, so we're just gonna, all right, let's start with this one. And this is one of the smaller ones, so I'll do this one for the, why is it not wanting to come out? Because it had something plugging. Oh my word. Why must everything be difficult? There we go. Now it wouldn't come out, but look at all the extra that's in this stupid cap. All right, let's cap this and get this mixed. So yeah, who knows? You know, we could have Blue Ghost, or I don't know what they are. And I am going to, since we're making sparklies, let's do, let's see. I have got the rainbow, the pink, green, gold, and the blue, violet, green. So we'll put the blue, violet, green in this one. Just so we have some sparkles, because why not? Oh, that's pretty. All right, so we're gonna, I am dying to find out what these are. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Oh. Because I know there's something down in there. I don't know if they're hands, ears, feet, or what. All right. So we got one little bugger done. And this one might take a little bit more. I'm going to just leave these to the side. And then if I have to, I can mix them all and we'll do one. And I need some more paper cups. All right, so that's a 1/2 ounce. That's just under an ounce. All right, so that was that blue. This is the Azure blue, which is a darker blue. And I'm just going to use the same stick. We're going to recycle. And then I will put that same glitter in this one. Because I was going to pour them in ice, and I'm like, you know what? No. I'm going to pour them in resin. Where's the fun in pouring them and making ice out of them? Right? You watch. In this one, I won't have enough. So I meant to pour just one and have a little bit of extra to do 1 or 2, but since I had to make up more resin anyways, I was like, let's try to make, you know, and if we can't do all of them, that's fine. You know, we'll just get it on the next video. And I got this blue all over the place. So let's, and I'm going to stop there because whatever's in there, the little things are already in there full. So, oh, I just want to make sure. I don't know what they are, but I don't want bubbles in them if I can help it. Okay, so this one takes 1 ounce. So that was 1 ounce. This was 1 ounce. And let's do whatever this is in the magenta. So that'll leave us 2 ounces. Not even an ounce. I would say maybe a half an ounce. I wasn't paying attention to my my total like ounces. And get my stick. And this one we're going to use the pink, green, gold. So in these you want to make sure that you're really, really mixing that up. Get all that little debris. When the ball bearing gets stuck in there, it is not fun. All right. Get this wiped off for the next one. Oops. This sprayed. And let's get it poured. All right, so that looks like it's just got 2 eye spots. I'm thinking this might be a kitty. I'm not sure. It's got a little nose or something there. This is the only one that I might have a clue. And if whatever's left with these, we'll pour in these. That's kind of why I'm putting those aside. All right, so I know I'm going to have enough of this, so let's pour this one in that, and then maybe I don't have to use the coffee, just because I just grabbed, the brown. All right. So I'm going to pour, and then we're going to squish. All right. And there's that. Oh my gosh, we still got 2 ounces here. And we have one more. And I got a hair or something in here. All right. Let's do the dark indigo. In need another little cup. And that one I'm thinking is only going to be a half. So and we'll use the rainbow alcohol in this one. Ooh, that's really pretty. right. Are you kidding me right now? We're going to be a little short. That's all right. We'll just use this blue. Okay. So there's that. This is 1.5 ounces. All right. Oh. Just dropped my stick and my cup. All right, so let's just start getting some of these poured. Because then I can always pour some clear, and we can always drop some alcohol ink. And I'm not going to fill these right up because I want to run my tool on the bottom. And let's do the center one in the pink. And we'll do the mom in the pink. Because I think this one is 2 different keychain things. So I'm not going to top that off yet. I'm going to get my pokey stick. And hopefully any bubbles in there will get out of there. And I should have, before I did that heart, I should have finished filling these. It's all right. I'll just put a little bit of clear in. Just to... And then I'll just remix that in there. Oop. Just made 2 bubbles in there. There we go. Okay. And oh, I definitely want to spray these. So I guess I'm going to chance it, and I'm just going to fill it and hope there's no bubbles trapped. We will just hope and pray. Okay. That's done. Let's do, I think we'll have enough for this one in this glitter. At least the front will be covered in that. And then we can just top it with some clear. All right. And then I'm just going to fill these with clear, and then we will drop some alcohol inks and see what we get. Because I don't want my resin to get too thick. Whoa, that poured out a little quick. Oh yeah, crap, I'm gonna have to take some out of that. I wanted to leave some room to drop some alcohol ink. Yeah, that should be enough. Oh, I better do the other half of this one, just in case we run out. I'll do this one, just because I've already got the alcohol in there. And, all right, let me grab this, and let's see here. Let's do this Batman one. And what do we have left here? I don't know. I guess we'll just do this one. And I think, and that will leave a little bit if we need to top coat. And I don't know why those are not spreading. As I stepped on my pink bottle. And put a little pink there. And that's the azure. And all right, I have a yellow. If I can get it open. Whoa. I just reached my hand in and pulled out whatever. This is Cellulite. And this is Cerulean. Nope. And we'll put some of the gold. So I'm hoping this will help spread it, and then we'll do that one. All right, so I am going to put, I ended up grabbing the Sinker White. So I am going to put that in the back of those. And I just want to move this a little bit. Try to fill in any clear spots. So I think my resin was starting to get a little too thick, but we'll see. We'll at least see how they turn out. Mix that in a little, just so that color goes down. And just because I used dark colors in that one. That's looking pretty there, but I don't want the white to like glob on the front. That's what I don't want. All right, and I guess that is it. So I am going to take my long neck lighter and we're going to go over this. All right. I'll give them all a little spritz, and I will be back on demold, guys. Alrighty, I'll be back. Alrighty, guys, these are cured. I did end up putting them on the heat mat for like an hour and a half. They were already somewhat firm. So let's go ahead and... Oh, these are so stinking cute. We got no bubbles in there. All right, so that's one. Everything I am today, I owe to you as my mom and my best friend. Love always. Oh my gosh. Oh. I absolutely love these. Like mother, like daughter. Oh my God. Mom, I'll always be your little boy. You'll always be my world. Oh, these are spectacular. Thank you so much, Terry. Yeah, still a little bendy, so I gotta be a little careful. Mother and father. So I should have done a blue and a pink, but I was just curious to see. Remember, I love you, Grandma. Oh. Best Gigi ever. All right, let's do this big one. Little overage there. You're the mom everyone wishes they had. And guys, there are no bubbles so far. Thank you for loving me as your own. Oh. And I think I need this. Okay, yeah. I thought the hole had filled in, but it didn't. All right, and then this is the middle one. It says daughter. And that says mother. And that says grandma. So there's 3 in that one. Oh my gosh, I love them. I love them. Best Papa ever. We did get a little tiny Petri effect going on in here. I still haven't tried the actual Petri effect, but we did get one. And let's see. To the world, you may just be dad. to us, you are a superhero. Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh my God, we'll be doing those some more. So I will end up coloring them in with some markers, but now to figure out what these mysterious molds are. All right, I'm still at a loss. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys know, let me know. It's cute, but I don't know what it is. All right, so let's get this one out. Oh, okay, so this one's a cat. That's a little kitty, and he's dull, but that's fine. Oh my goodness gracious, it's a piggy. They're little piggies. That's what that is. Okay, now I see the nose. I got to put eyes on it. All right, so there's a piggy. There's a piggy. But this one's weird because he's sideways. So we would have to attach him to something this way. Okay. Well, at least I know what it is. Oh, and we got another little piggy. So like I expected, we do have a few little micro bubbles, but I just was dying to see what these were. So we have another little piggy pig. So we got 4 piggies and a cat. Okay, so we know what those are. Oh my word. All right, let's get, and I got some major overage on his snout over here. Like I said, these are still pretty soft. Oh, but he is gorgeous. All right, where are my little snippies? I know I got them right here. So I just want to, because that is the thin spot right there. So if we just get that off right now. And I got resin on my clippers. So I will have to wash my hands here in a second. But he is so cute. All right, let me... All right, I'm just spraying these so I can get most of that cleaned off. All right. Oh, these are so cute. They are adorable. Look at these. All right. So, I might not finish them on camera just because I know this video is already long, but let's get our little cover out. So far, I'm not seeing any big bubbles, a few micro bubbles. Like I said, I knew there was going to be because I didn't run it through the debubbler, but oh, look at that. Guys, my camera is not even closely picking up what that looks like. Wow. Oh, we got a few little bubbles under here. Not too bad, though. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. And the cover fits perfectly. Look at that. So I'm not gonna leave them together because, like I said, they're still soft, but we got no big bubbles. A few, like 3, 4, 5 bigger ones, but the rest are just micro. But once that cures up, I can fill those in with some clear UV resin and you won't even see it. And on the cover, we have none. I will trim this just a smidge. It's not real sharp, but it's a little. Once that cools. Wow. Those are phenomenal. All right, so let me try these. Remember I bought these needle pens? And I've tried them a few times, and I don't know. To me, they didn't write really, really good, but let's see. Now, we could also fill these in with like acrylic paint and then wipe it off. But if I were going to do that, I would wait for this to be really dry, you know, really cured. And right now they're kind of soft. So I just wanted to see if, you know, this would at least somewhat show up. And we got no bubbles, guys, and the words came out beautifully. So the words are matte, you know, which is fine. So I will let these firm up a little bit and then you know, get them done like really so that they show. I just figured if I get one done so you can see it. You know, they definitely will need a like a couple of coats. But I think we could actually even fill them in with UV resin if we wanted to. because I think because they're still soft, it is, you know, like really not showing up, but the second coat is. And if you go over, you can just like basically wipe it off with your finger. That's what I've been doing. Just because I know this video is already so long. But I can also get them finished and show you on the next video. So they're definitely going to need a few coats, you know, without a doubt, but because I haven't had a chance to use these because I didn't have any, you know, of course, when you need these, you don't have anything to use them on. And then once you get them, you know, all right, so I could also, let me, that's thick, that's the fine. So let's see if, oh, yeah, no, I need I need the fine tip. It's the flat. It's the fine in gold. And, all right, that's the fine in silver. Let's see. Because those did run over a little bit. Because it's not really, really fine. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Okay, so if you wipe it right off after, it comes out pretty good. because I was going to try to take a micro brush, but let me just fill in the divots. All right. And look at that. That works brilliantly, guys. All right, I'll finish this and then I'll end the video. I cannot believe that we got no bubbles in these letters. Look at that. With the little Batman. These came out so cute. So I'm going to let them firm up a little bit because, oh, I just dropped a, and this is like a black. All right, this has no shape for the eyes. Let me use my oil markers. Just give her a couple little eyelashes. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are so stinking cute. Except for this one, I don't know quite what to do with it yet, but this one's definitely going to have to get affixed to something, you know, like the side of a container or something like that, like a box. Unless he's meant to be laying down, but I don't know. But, let's see. maybe we'll go over him with some silver because, of course, that's the one that I dropped. Oh, of course it is. And now let's see. Just go over his. Just so his little facey will show up a little bit. And then we'll just give him a little silver face. And maybe some silver in his ears. Like I said, these were more of like a test run to see what they are. But I wanted to make them cute. Yeah. So, that is pretty much. Let me do his little eyeball here. Like I said, he's still pretty soft, so I don't want to do too much. But I do want him to stand out just a smidgen. This little baby one's firmer than the big one. Alrighty, guys, I will go ahead and let you go. And when I get these finished, I will show you on the next live because I want to let everything completely harden all the way. Alrighty, guys, thanks for hanging with me. Have a great night. Bye-bye.